Shalom, giving all praise to Yahweh Shemel Shai Bashem Kakwadash. Shalom to the hopefully elect out there. I'm gonna make this super quick. This video just happens to be up here. You got to watch this video. What I'll do, I'll leave it in the description box. And basically, this individual right here, he says that we really don't get hungry. You know, you eat when you're hungry. Advertisers, what do you call it? Not advertisers. Well, advertisers and what's the word I'm looking for? Marketing. Marketing makes you want to eat. You know, you're watching sports. You know, you're watching things on TV, especially sports. You're watching the UFC. Maybe you're watching the Super Bowl. Most of the commercials are commercials centered around food, around eating, various burger joints and such and so on and so forth. When you see that, it makes you hungry. It's something in your mind that makes you want to eat because you see this food, the steam coming off of the burger and all that good stuff, and it makes you want to go. You know, like you ain't got nothing in the house, you don't feel like cooking. You might see a commercial for Five Guys burgers and fries. I'm pretty sure y'all heard about Five Guys, which are great burgers, but especially the fries. I don't eat that stuff. I haven't ate that in I don't know, two years or more. But anyway, we're not supposed to eat it because there's fat in the burger. A burger has fat in it. Lord speaks about cutting out the fat. So we're just supposed to eat lean meats, no fats. So anyway, I'm gonna matter of fact, the title of this video is this. I just completed a 21-3 intermittent fast. 21-3 intermittent fast is 21 hours of not eating anything, but however, I drank water. Not a lot of water, not gallons of water, but I sip water. Take a little sip, a couple of ounces here and there. And it was a piece of cake. And I did the other was 2 weeks ago. I did a 24 intermittent, and that was pretty much a piece of cake. Hard thing about a fast is if you're doing a dry fast, that's a Day of Atonement type fast, and it's really not that hard because we're used to it through the years. So, like I said, the intermittent fast is you can only have water, or you can have green tea, no sugar in it, or you can have black coffee, no sugar in it, no nothing, straight black organic coffee. So those are three things that you can have on your intermittent fast. But I have water, the spring water. I happen to have a Saratoga still, and you also have a Saratoga sparkling, which is a mineral water. You know, some of the apostles, Apostle Gabar, Apostle Ramlab, and Bishop. I can't even think of his name. I'm going crazy. I can't even think of his name. Sakaran. I'm losing it. Getting old. But anyway, Sakaran. But I remember it started with an S. Anyway, they kind of get me these. They pick up these waters and they give it to me. So that's the only thing I drunk in that fast. Out of the bottle, I maybe drunk a little bit more than half of it, which I took a couple of sips here and there through the day. And because what happened was, and watch this video right here. Watch this video. He breaks it down. And it's like, I can go and research to see if this is true. But the way this man speaks, he got to be a Jake. You know, you listen to somebody with authority and it says that makes sense. It makes all the sense in the world. Eventually, I'll go fact check it, but it makes sense. So I was thinking about when he said what he said about we're not really hungry, we're addicted to food. Because somebody on drugs can get off of drugs, but it's in the mind. They're addicted to it. their mind is connected to the drug. Or when I say drugs, I'm talking about legal drugs and illegal drugs. People go to the doctor, they get Valium, they get a what is this? Oxycodone. Got to say it right. Oxycodone, and it's a pain reliever. So people get addicted to it. In certain legal, and all drugs are based upon opioids. You have opium and you have opioids. So when they arrest you for certain drugs, the same thing that makes you high is the same thing that the doctors give, because it's based upon opioids. Do the research. So what they want to do is they want to get the so-called illegal drugs out of your face and give you the government drugs. Same thing. The same high, man. You get addicted to legal drugs and you get addicted to illegal drugs. So it's all a racket. It's all a big racket to tap into your dopamine in your body, certain drugs, certain things, mainly drugs. They tap into your dopamines, and what's the word? Dopamine, dope. That's where you get the word dope, and it's from your body, but you trigger it through the drug, whether it be legal or illegal. You have, you got these are hormones. You have dopamines, which makes you high, get you that high feeling. You got endorphins, and you got pheromones. Pheromones is the like you can look at one woman and she look good, you ain't feeling her. Another woman, she doesn't look as good, but you feeling her, man. It's because of her pheromones. You know, that's the it's like dopamine, but it's for sex. It's some women, there's a certain scent that they have or that you may have that turns each other on. You know, animals don't look at another animal. Oh, I'm not gonna get with that animal. That animal's ugly. The animal gets with the other animal because it's the same breed, and it's a male and a female, and it's the pheromones, that connect. You know, and endorphins. That's another one. You can look that up too. So you got dopamines, pheromones, and endorphins. All right, those are the three main ones. Now in the movie, what's the goddamn movie with Minority Report? They had the two, I think it was a brother and a sister, and they were in like a tank, and they can read, they can like look into the future and see if anybody's committed a crime. What would they call? I forget what they would call. Somebody help me out. But that's a great movie, classic movie, which I might put it on afterward because I believe it's on YouTube for free. The reason why it's free is beyond me. That was a classic movie, man, with this guy, what's his name? Not Brad Pitt, Tom Cruise, and the other Irish actor. He played Alexander. But those what the hell were they called? They were similar to the oracles of Delphi, but they were called something else. Not the oracles of Delphi. They were called something else. I don't know if it was the seers, but I mean you can look it up. And they said in one of the scenes in the movies, they said they're just in there. They're humans and they're in this thing, and they can't move. Aren't they depressed? So somebody said no, because we supplied them to tap into their hormones, and I believe they mentioned dopamines, pheromones, and endorphins. So they were feeling good. They're feeling good, on a sexual level, on a level of a high. You win a race. If you run a track and field, a box, or you win something, them hormones, you get that feeling, and you get that natural high when you run, when you lift weights, and so forth. Anyway, I'm not an expert on that, but if you put in them words, endorphins, dopamines, and pheromones, if I'm pronouncing it right, they're in your body, but there's things that trigger that. A woman can trigger one thing, and drugs can trigger something else. So just making this video just to say I did a 21-3 intermittent fast. 21 hours, I didn't eat nothing. I drank, sipped water through the day. Really not that much water, just sipped a little water here and there. Nothing else. And it was a piece of cake. A couple of weeks ago, I did the 24, sipping water was a piece of cake. Now, Apostle Gabar said he tried to do a 48, he completed a 40, which was an intermittent fast. So if this man in this video says the body can go for 30 days without eating, and then I think he said 7 days without drinking water. He said that really, we're not really hungry, we're really addicted. And when you watch TV shows and commercials and billboards of different foods, you go to a restaurant. Why do you think when you go past a nice restaurant, they got a picture of a burger or some food out there? Because that's the thing that's going to trigger you to go there. I remember when we took this long drive out to Texas. It was the apostles and the bishops, and we had two cars or two SUVs or whatever, and we had passed this big billboard sign, and I believe it was Ruby Tuesdays, but it said Ruby Tuesdays, and it had a picture of a big juicy hamburger and some fries, some macaroni and cheese and fried chicken, whatever. So them brothers called me and said, "Look, Tahar, we hungry." So I said, "I know why they're saying they're hungry, because they saw that damn billboard. That billboard done triggered that hunger that's in you." Why? Because we're addicted. But anyway, what I'm going to start doing, which I've been doing pretty much, but I'm going to be more strict about it. I'm going to do at least a 18 hours, not eating nothing, just sipping on some water or maybe some green tea with no sugar. And so 18-6, then you got a 6-hour window to eat what you want to eat. That's for wimps. You know, my thing is to do 18 to 20. 18 to 20. So if my last meal was at let's say 6 o'clock p.m., you don't eat nothing, you go to sleep, you get up 6 in the morning, you do your workout, whatever, sip some more water. So from 6 to 6, that's 12 hours, right? So 6 in a.m., 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 12 in the afternoon, in the p.m., that's your 18 hours right there. You can kick another 2 hours. You're drinking water, you ain't gonna die. So that's another 2 hours. So instead of eating at 12, you can eat at 2. You just did a what? You did a 20/4 intermittent fast. If you do a fast for 3 days, and I'm pretty sure Apostle Gabar is going to do a video backing up the video that I'm into, that I'm doing right now. There was this guy that was depressed. He wanted to kill himself. So he said, "I'm just not going to eat." He went in the room. He said, "I'm not going to eat nothing. I'm just going to starve to death." After, I think it was 3 days, he got up. He said, "I don't want to commit suicide no more. I feel good about myself." What happened in those 3 days? His body reset. A lot of times you have diseases, and when that means your body's out of whack. You reset your body, you know, like a reboot a computer. You reset your body and you're good. A lot of the diseases that we have, you reset your body and you're good. There's brothers out there, and I don't know about the sisters all that much, but there's many of the men in GMS and even other camps, you can see it, that their diets are terrible. They don't have self-discipline to eat right. And a lot of them are sick. They're walking around sick. You know, they're dead men walking. And see what happens is when you get sick and you run in the hospital because you got a pain here and a pain there, oh, I got to go to the hospital. Most of the time, you find out that that sickness was with you for the last 3 years, but it just reached that point where your body is saying, I can't take this shit no more. Let me signal something to the brain and make you go to the hospital. In the hood, go to any hospital in the hood and walk into the emergency room if you can get up in there. Because sometimes they have guards, but walk up in the emergency room in the hood. And I did this many a times. Jake, Ephraim, the tribes, they're all up in there. And it's not for getting shot, sometimes getting shot, sometimes getting stabbed. But them people are all in there. I'll go in there and I said they're all in here because of their fucked up ass, ghetto ass diet. Anyway, I said what I had to say. Like I said, I'm gonna do the intermittent fast every day, which I've pretty much been doing. I break it sometimes, but I'm used to doing it. All I pretty much need is pretty much one meal a day. Anyway, with that, I'm gonna say shalom. So watch this video. I'm gonna leave the link in the description box. With that, I'm gonna say shalom.